there was, for a long time, this is a sham, right? This is a sham. Travis is really smart. You know, he did the reality show, dating 32 women, you know, back in the day. You know, Travis has done a lot of things that have brought a lot of publicity outside of being a great football player. There was a thought for a good amount of time that this was just kind of a publicity stunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we okay putting that to bed?
Yes.
Okay. Jay Stu, you were for a long time, and I know you changed probably 6 months ago, 9 months ago, whatever. Are we okay completely putting that to bed?
Yeah, no, I love, and I could see love, and I think that was one of the takeaways that I got watching this thing, is that these two 30-somethings are giddy in love, which goes against my initial instinct that this was a sham for publicity. I fully apologized about 6 months into that, by the way, and that was my takeaway last night. These are like two teenagers in love, and who doesn't like seeing that?
Nobody. And to answer your question, Dan, I think those are all ancillary benefits. I mean this. Here's my just a guess. Okay, it's a guess. They do this podcast, and there's always been you should come on the podcast. I don't know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that it brings Taylor Swift fans to a safe platform where you learn about her, this side of her? Yes. Do I think it blows up the podcast to where now, like, that's a staple? Yes. But I got to tell you, these are all really rich people. They were going to be successful anyway. And I just think it's probably fun to do something that you've never done before with somebody who's your boyfriend, who you trust, with his brother, and they're funny. And she probably always wanted to do it. And they're like, you know what? Let's just do it right before football season. You know, when you got a little space, let's just have fun and see how it goes. I honestly think it's like we all think everybody's calculated, and maybe they are. But there's also in my mind, I don't think it was a calculated move. I think it was Taylor's always wanted to do it. She's got time to do it. It'd be fun to do. Let's just do it.
I think it was calculated in the fact that the album was going to be announced. I don't think that there was a grand scheme to try to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. But Jason Kelce did start the podcast by saying, I'm sorry, we lied. We said we were going to come back on August 27th, but things change, plans change, and this is the reason why. And so they do the podcast 2 weeks prior to when they said they were going to resume the podcast, and then it's the 2-hour conversation with Taylor Swift.